Guten Tag! Today I'm in my home kitchen whipping up delicious German red cabbage. It's tender and flavorful and the perfect balance of tangy, sweet, and savory. It's so delicious, and I'm going to show you my version of this delicious German classic. So let's get started. Guten Appetit! Okay, so to make our delicious German-style red cabbage, first and foremost, I started out by thinly slicing my red cabbage. So as you can see, it's nice and thin strips here. And then what I did is I peeled one Granny Smith apple and I grated half of it. So here we have it grated right here. And then in the meantime, I've taken about a tablespoon and a half of butter and then some onions. And I just let them get nice and tender in our pot here. Now to this, what we are going to do is we're going to add in our apple, just like that. Apple adds such a nice flavor to the cabbage. And give it a little stir, and I'm also going to add a couple of bay leaves and about 4 cloves, just like that. And then I'm going to add in my cabbage. So the cabbage is going to cook down. That is the one thing whenever you're cooking greens or cabbage, they cook down considerably. So if you start out with what seems like too much, most likely it will not be too much because they really cook down quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is just give it a little bit of a stir, and right on top I'm going to sprinkle in my sugar. So I'm going to start with just under 1/8 of a cup of sugar, and then I'm going to add in some white vinegar, and then I'm going to add in about half a cup of apple juice. So good. It's going to complement the flavor of the apples and add just such a nice flavor to the cabbage. Now, I'm going to set this on the stove, bring it back up to a boil, cover it, and then simmer it on low heat for about 30 to 45 minutes or until the cabbage is nice and tender, and then it will be time to enjoy our delicious German red cabbage. So good. Okay, so my Rotkohl has been cooking for actually a little bit over an hour now, and as you can see, it's nice and tender. So along the way, I just added more apple juice, more vinegar, and a touch of water as needed to make sure that it stays nice and hydrated. And as you can see, it's nice and tender. Looks so good. So I'm just going to plate some up here. And this goes so well with meat, beef, or pork, and with potatoes. Delish, but I think it also just tastes really good on its own. Alright, and then there we have it, our delicious homemade Rotkohl. So good and so delicious, and I definitely want you to try. So I'm just going to dive right in here. Perfect. You taste the flavor of the cloves, the delicious vinegar and apples and apple juice. Everything blends together so nicely, and then with the cabbage, it's so delicious. So thank you so much for checking out this video for how to make delicious German red cabbage. I hope that you enjoyed it, and until the next video, as always, thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. See ya!